Everybody is Steph from the Hot Movement Podcast. So now that Deion Sanders can now focus on himself for a little bit, or the attention can shift back to him now that Travis Hunter got his Heisman, and Shedeur Sanders won all kinds of awards and everything, man. And it's gonna be the probably the number one quarterback going into the NFL draft. What is Coach Prime gonna do now? Right, this is the big talk that's gonna start getting louder and louder once Travis Hunter and Shedeur officially leave Colorado, and some of the other skill guys that are there. Look, man, ESPN, they're already starting the campaigning to pull Prime out of Colorado. Now, Coach Prime already said he made a statement recently saying that he's happy to be there. He wants to have a flag in the mountains and all that. So it's pretty funny, right? And Stephen A. made a case for Deion Sanders to go to Ohio State because the current head coach Ryan Day is in the hot seat for losing to Michigan. Okay, and he needs to make a deep run in the college football playoffs in order to keep his job. That's the sentiment here. Okay, do I think? Listen, I've talked about this Deion leaving before. Definitely not for the NFL, but I wouldn't be surprised if he left after this year to go to a different college program. I wouldn't blame him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, year one wasn't his best year at Colorado, but they won 2 more games than the year before. Okay, not a huge leap, but a leap nonetheless. And then this year, you win 9 games and and you're almost as close to being in the Big 12 playoffs. Big 12 championship, and then possibly in the college football playoffs. I mean, he was about a game away from that possibly happening. You know what I'm saying? So if he didn't lose to Kansas, I think they could have beaten Arizona, ASU. I think so, even though ASU has been phenomenal. And that coach for ASU is doing a damn good job too. And I know he's a homegrown dude from Arizona. And people forget that program last year only won 4 or 5 games. So their program, and then for him to be in the college football playoffs, Deion gets a lot of shine. I get it. He's Deion Sanders. How could he not? But the head coach for ASU football head coach, what's his name? I didn't mean this is a Deion vid, but just to give Kenny Dillingham been doing a phenomenal job in the Big 12 as well, and he's only 34 years old. So I mean, what a job he has done. But anyways, go back to Deion. He's done a great job at Colorado. So, Stephen A. Smith is making the case for him to go to Ohio State, or basically he said that they need a coach. If Ryan Day doesn't make any success in these playoffs, or doesn't have much success in these college football playoffs coming up with a big test against Tennessee, and that job becomes vacant, apparently there's a $37 million hit to get rid of him, Ryan Day. Could that open the doors for Deion Sanders to be in Ohio State? Deion Sanders in the Big Ten at Ohio State? And we just theorizing here. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I wouldn't be, but I wouldn't be shocked if it didn't. Okay, I don't think anybody would be shocked if he ends up just at a bigger school next year overall. So just playing around with the idea of him potentially being at Ohio State, that'd be massive. That'd be massive. I think Deion Sanders would be able to recruit at Ohio State. I think he would generate a lot of buzz instantly. I think he'll be able to generate a lot more money for Ohio State than he did at Colorado. I definitely think he'll be able to recruit at a very high level with the resources they have out there. It'll be huge. If that job ever did come up, would Deion take it? He would have to have some stone cold, cojones to turn that down. Now, that being said, I don't see Deion as a Big Ten guy, though, man. I really don't. I feel like if he's ever going to leave Colorado, it's going to be for a school in the South. I really do. Now, Ohio State is a different breed of schools up in the Midwest and the upper North. It's a big program. They compete with the big schools in the South as well. So it's not like he's taking a step back if he went to Ohio State. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. And if he didn't take the job, I think he'd be very successful if he were able to take a Southern job. But I feel like Florida State, a school in the SEC, is where I feel like his heart truly belongs, man. I feel like that's where he wants to be. I feel like that's his heartland of America, in the deep South, and coaching a big school there. But if Deion says he's happy, then I don't know why people are trying to pry him out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people want to come with these narratives of wanting to get Deion Sanders to leave Colorado. If Deion Sanders leaves Colorado, that's on him. But people want to put that story out there. Stephen A. already, I mean, people were happy that he got the job at Colorado. People are happy that he's done well this year. So then why are people so quick to want to see him out of Colorado? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I find it hard for I find it hard for him to believe because I feel like there's just gonna be so many strong suitors. But that's the suitors though. You know what I'm saying? And that's Deion Sanders' choice. Nobody needs to campaign anymore for Deion Sanders. I think at this point he's proven himself, especially in year 2, that he can coach on his level. Okay. Yes. Does it help having the son like Shador? Yes, but that's phenomenal. Does it help like having Travis on it? Yes, but a lot of these guys that are winning at big schools have top athletes. Okay, so Deion didn't do anything different in terms of talent. Okay, you can make the case that he's had somewhat less talent than some of the bigger schools as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for Deion and what he decides to do. If he stays in Colorado, that is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Build something out. Truly continue to build something out for yourself. And Colorado's ingratiating him and giving him a lot of opportunities, but he's made the most of it, and he's blessed them too by financially as well, man. So you let me know what y'all think about Deion Sanders' next move and just the idea of him going to Colorado. That was presented by Stephen A. Smith. Going to Ohio State. That was presented by Stephen A. Smith. And very interesting, man. Would be odd to see him in the Big Ten, but when I say odd, it's just like I just don't see him as a Big Ten coach. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.